Welcome back, everybody, to the MVP Open Round 2 lead card coverage on the Disc Golf Pro Tour, brought to you by MVP Disc Sports and GK Pro Productions. I'm Sarah Hokom here with Kona Panis to give you all the action.
Here's our card for today. We got Sarah chilling at 5 down, Paige Pierce 1 down, Lisa chilling at even, and Catrina only +1. Keeping it close. Definitely battling it out today.
Here at Maple Hill, anything can happen. Lots of opportunities for several stroke swings.
So we just got done with the second most difficult hole. Going into the third most difficult hole, hole 10, 465 feet. We're playing from the old men's gold tee pad, so for the forehand players, it's a little bit easier. We have just a simple, well, not simple, forehand. You're trying to get to this red tee pad on the left, open, and then your second shot is just bombing one up to the castle, getting as far as you can. It's definitely a tough shot because it does slope up. So it's a bomb. Try and get in circle 2, circle 1. If you can get the birdie, go for it. But a lot of women are just trying to get their par 4 on this hole.
Lisa utilizing her great sidearm. And she is up there for a look to get to the green. I'm throwing a high spiky vanish, get some carry right. Sneaking by the trees and in position. Kat also utilizing the sidearm with her X3. Beautiful execution. She gets a little bit of an unfavorable roll, but she's still open for that long second shot. Paige going with the sole.
Oh, hitting early.
So that's going to be scramble zone for Paige. She's going to have to just get around this corner and then pop it up. And Birdie is now out of play.
And that's a great second shot from there. You can't, like Sarah said, you can't really go big from over there. What sucks, though, is you can have a great drive and the footing is not awesome.
Kat with her X3 doesn't quite get over on it as far as she wants, and she'll be outside circle 2 for a long approach. Again, the footing is really difficult here. It's kind of luck on where you end up.
It's like you're trying to get all this power. You're running uphill and you're throwing off of rocks.
Lisa trying to get the carry up the hill with a flippy driver, but it flips too much, and she's in those pine trees, which is a very difficult approach. I'm throwing a flippy trace, trying to get as much carry up as I can. I'm still just at the edge of circle 2 for a very long look. And that castle can be treacherous. If you hit that castle, it's likely to roll. So Paige playing it out right. The veteran move. She's now equal with the basket in height, but she still has a long putt.
Looks like you guys have some wind, too.
Yeah, we had a tailwind, maybe slight right to left. Lisa leaving herself at the bottom of the castle, which is a very tricky putt. It's so far elevated to get to the basket from there.
Ooh.
Kat playing it to the left. I don't know if she was actually trying to get on the green or if she's laying up to the left for an easy putt. I'm trying to get it up and over this castle, which is everything I have to do that.
All the effort.
And Paige to save her par. Wow.
Scramble golf queen. Nice.
Kat with a simple tap in. That left side is pretty good if you can get up there and not hit a root and roll away. And Lisa trying to navigate that tricky wall. No problem. She has a pretty high set spin putt.
Wow, those are some beautiful pars.
We still have yet to see a birdie on this hole. I'm hoping that the championship final day on Sunday, we might see some birds.
Hole 11, 670 feet. Finally, the ladies are able to really rip on one. The main goal is to try and get over all of these trees. Of course, that's a bomb for some of our ladies. So trying to get in the open as far as we can. The second shot is either going to be a mid or a fairway or even a driver if you're not far enough. Trying to get to this green. I've seen some ladies hit those stones right in front of the basket and roll away, so hoping something sits pretty. Give yourself a look for a 3, but par 4 is always good.
Lisa busting out her shrike, looking for a big turn to the right to put her in the open, and she does it. Great shot, right in the short grass.
Perfect. I should just leave her with like a hyzer.
I'm throwing a relativity, trying to get over those trees. I get the distance, but the trajectory is left, and I am in the pine trees again.
Ugh.
Yay.
Sarah will be selling those for 50% off as well.
Cat with a D2, big flex. Using all the elevation, and she is in a great spot. She'll have a pretty open look to get to that green.
It's a bomb.
Paige lining up that Zeus. Here comes the boom. She actually leaves that a little bit out, and she's in the trees right now. Right at the edge of those short pines. She's got a lot of distance, though, so hopefully she can navigate a shot. I actually have a look to throw a sidearm here. A high flexing shot.
Wow.
I was really thankful that I had a look. And I've got some work to do, but I got a look. Lisa with a big hyzer and puts it right by the
Wow.
rocks.
Beautifully executed.
Paige a little bit blocked here. She's got to navigate over the top of these trees. Doesn't quite get the angle that she needs and leaves herself a look at the very edge of the circle, but completely obstructed by these bushes. Cat with her putter in her hand. Big hyzer. Parks it.
Wow. Lead card showing it how it's done.
From long. Snuck it in the left
What?
side.
Circle 2% is high today, girl. What? I mean, from where you were, too, off the drive, that's sick.
Yeah, I got lucky that I had a look. And Paige here from outside the circle, obstructed putt. Woo!
Dang. What?
Another big putt from the lead card.
Putting on a clinic.
Lisa with the easy tap in.
Oh my gosh. We're going to see 4 birdies? Come on, Catrina.
And actually, all the birdies on this hole in the whole field came just right there from the
No
lead card.
way.
It does
Wow.
play as an easier hole on the course, but there weren't a lot of birdies. I think it was just a minimizing on the bogeys.
Hole 12, 650 feet. Our big arms are going to go for a flex backhand with a driver. Try and get either right up here by the mouth of the opening. Some people are just going to throw a dead straight shot, pitch up to the opening, or throw a hyzer into the opening and hopefully just have a shot down below. Some people are just going to throw something dead straight and have it glide to the basket. The main objective is just to throw something soft, not something super hard to skip too far, because they do glide really far past the basket if you throw it super high.
Lisa with her Roadrunner looking for a little bit of turn. And she is in the middle of the short grass and will have a hyzer around that corner to get to the mouth. I'm throwing a relativity, which is the farthest flying disc in my bag. Pretty big turn and hoping for short grass. Yay.
Yay, no Christmas trees.
Cat with her X3, looking to punch it out right with a little bit of turn and hoping it will settle nicely. Not too far left. She throws a great shot.
Paige looking to go big.
Paige is probably trying to get to this mouth. Basically where everyone else is laying up to. It's a little far left, but man, the distance on that, she's going to have a pretty good look to get down into the green on her second shot. Lisa throwing a great shot.
Beautiful. It's like she pushed just far enough before it started fading.
And she's right in the middle, so she will have a relatively simple approach to get her par. I'm looking to turn this fairway over down the hill and then navigate the trees down into the fairway. Oh, I got a roll, I wondered.
What?
I wondered.
No way. Stop it.
Sweet. Thank you, right side.
Oh my gosh. That was a sweet flex. Catrina going flex.
Yeah, with her sidearm X1.
Oh, it was looking so good.
Angle is right, but just a little bit early on that turn.
Wow, Paige's drive.
Paige with her Crystal Fierce. And it just slowly go. Oh, there's a cat. I wondered what happened there. She was fading left, and there's a lot of trees on that alleyway. Cat hitting a tree halfway down and has an outside the circle look for her par. Great approach from Lisa. Cat to save par.
Ooh.
And she gets a bit of a roll. She's going to be close to circle's edge on the downslope for bogey.
There you go.
Great putt.
Great putt, yeah.
Paige lining up her 3. Nobody got this hole yesterday. And here we go. First birdie on it.
Let's go.
And from my birdie look, no, not good.
My heart.
I think I psyched myself up for that putt because I was so excited.
Because you were so excited
down
to get
there.
the 3. Honestly, I do that too. Like, oh my god, I never birdie this hole.
So Paige with the only birdie on the card, and also so far in 2 rounds, the only birdie in the entire field.
Wow. Hole 13, 405 feet. This place is one of our more difficult holes. You're going to see some women throw a mid-range or a driver, hyzer flip dead straight down the gap. Or you're going to see the flex forehand, which is actually a really pretty shot, through this gap down to the basket. It's definitely a down slope, so your stuff is going to flip more than it usually would just because you're throwing down. And then we might see some great shots end up by the pin, but you're really just trying to get your par 3 if you hit early right or left.
Paige with her Crystal Fierce, or excuse me, her Buzz. She turned this over yesterday and ended up right trees. And today she hits the gap. But she's still at about circle 2, the edge of circle 2, which she made a putt from there yesterday. Lisa hanging it out right, playing
She
the
plays the
hyzer.
hyzer, yeah.
Which is actually kind of an odd play to me, but, you know, I mean, if you're not trying to get to the pin, you're trying to have a safe shot. I can see how she would play off to the left. I'm trying to make an adjustment from yesterday, throwing a slightly more stable relay. And it needs to turn.
Ooh.
And it does, but it still hyders out a little bit early of the pin. But I am just outside the circle with some spindly trees to navigate. Cat throwing her trusty M4 on a hyzer flip, looking for it to turn more and more and more, and it is. It's working.
Whew.
But she ends up a little bit left, so she'll have some work to do to get to the pin from there. Lisa with an approach with her Sky God. She's at the edge of the circle, but that's in really good range for Lisa. Cat pitching up her putter
Pretty.
right by the pin. And Paige for birdie from 60 feet.
Eyeing it down.
Death putt.
Oh!
Calling for it to stay up, and it does.
2 for 2.
Yeah, I mean, putt was for 3 yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
And yesterday there was only Haley King made a putt from about that length to get her 2, and Jessica got a 2 from the ditch in front of the basket.
Wow.
But that is the only 2 we've seen so far from that length today. I have a really obstructed putt. Yeah.
Tough.
It was not going to go in. Lisa to save her par.
Ooh. You can tell she was like trying to do like a touchy putt because if you miss, it goes down that hill.
I've seen it roll to 60 from like just a tiny little hit.
Sarah jogging her way over.
I'm just trying to get a little workout in, you know. So Paige getting the birdie there, and that was the only birdie in the whole field today. So we've seen 3 birdies on that hole.
Wow.
I think we're going to see some more on the final day.
All right, checking in with the Udisc Leaderboard. We got Sarah down 6. Paige creeping up on you a little bit. I like seeing Vanessa Van Dyken creep up as well. And then we got, Holly chilling at 8th. Heather struggling a little bit. Missy making a break as well. Hole 14, 285 feet. I see a lot of different plays on this hole. I see some spike hyzer backhands. I see some dead straight backhands. We're going to maybe see some really straight forehands. But a lot of women are just trying to play safe, not even go near the water, and give yourself a putt.
Paige going with the spike hyzer with her Raptor. Trying to put it close without too much skip. And she's inside the circle. A little bit of a death putt, but that's not usually a problem for Paige. I'm throwing a crave up the left side, looking for a straight skip. And I turned it over again, just like yesterday. But this time I kick into the water.
I was going to say, did the flowers save you?
Nope. Fail. 0 for 2 on that one. Cat going with her H1V2 out over the water. Throws it a little bit deep, but she is safe.
She's safe.
And has a look.
That's going to be a tricky putt because she's going to be on that weird slope.
For sure. Lisa also hanging it out pretty wide. And she's got a really good look for birdie. Now I go to the drop zone of shame. Just trying to pitch it up there. It's a little tentative, but 15-footer, no problem.
Yep. Catrina for bird. Ooh.
Paige. In the drink. Very uncharacteristic miss for her. And Lisa for the birdie.
Great putt from Lisa. It's always tough seeing someone go in the water right before you are about to putt.
Oh, for sure. All the things you're trying to block out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was super lame putt. I was not happy. My only double bogey of the weekend so far. Might have to change my game plan.
On this hole?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm still deciding.
Backhand?
Maybe.
Maybe we'll see a backhand on tomorrow's coverage.
Maybe.
Hole 15, 355 feet. This is a dead straight shot. So unless you're throwing the hyzer, but a lot of women are just going to go dead straight at the basket. You don't want a disc to vary left or right. You just want something to go dead straight. So I think our backhand players are going to throw either a fairway or a mid really straight at the basket and just hoping not to hit one of these trees. Hitting early is definitely the mistake you do not want to make.
Lisa with the birdie on the previous hole has the box going with her shrike, navigating those trees, and gets a kick just outside circle 2. Cat with her M4, looking for a very straight flight. Comes out a little hyzer, hits a tree about halfway up the fairway. She'll have some work to do. Paige going buzz.
Ooh.
Misses a little right as well, but
Wow.
she's still inside the circle or close to it, and she'll have a look for birdie from the back side. I'm throwing a relay, looking for a little bit of a flex. Threw it a little bit high, so it faded out to the right, just at the edge of circle 2.
Yeah, if you land early, it's just tough because you can't really see the basket from down there, so you're kind of guessing how far and what direction you're throwing, and then you're getting up there and you're like, okay, I guess this is where this landed.
Lisa with a gap shot. Long putt for 2. Paige is all that's left. She is obstructed here to get her birdie. So no birdies on the lead card here. Kat trying to save her par.
Oh, what?
Chain out right.
I hit so many chains.
So tough hole for the lead card. We saw Haley, Missy, Heather, and Rebecca, though, did get the birdie in the earlier cards. Playing is the 5th difficulty today. Surprising.
Very
I mean,
surprising.
even though it's tight, it's still only 350.
Checking in on our leaderboard, we got Sarah staying strong, and especially it helps that, Paige is struggling a little bit as well. We got Lisa, and then Heather, Catrina falling a little bit. That bogey does not help. Missy staying strong, and Vanessa making her way up. I like seeing that. Hole 16, 465 feet. This is a new diamond tee pad for us, a new diamond hole in general. We have a new basket as well. Some women are going to throw a hyzer flip with a fairway or a driver, and you're really trying to maneuver through these trees. I'm curious what the forehand's going to look like for Sarah, but you're just trying to get down here in this gully, pitch up, take your par. I would love to see you too on this card.
A couple ladies got it yesterday. Lisa going Roadrunner, looking for that turn.
Get up.
And it turns. But a little bit low on the release, leaves her only halfway down. Paige with her buzz. Slow turn.
Ooh.
Floating down the hill. Leaves her at the edge of circle 1. She has a birdie look.
It's crazy she's throwing a buzz on a 465-foot hole.
I'm throwing a 14.5 speed relativity. Flexing it a little left of that middle tree and get kind of caught up there. Have about a 100-foot approach to get a par. Kat threw this past the basket yesterday with her signature X3. She didn't get the turn she was looking for today.
Oh.
And hits those blocker trees for a long approach. Lisa with a lot of work here. Going sidearm. And just outside the circle.
Right.
She gets a roll back to the left side, so she has an open look.
How do you like the new diamond? How do you like this hole?
This hole, you know what? I think I do like it better than the old hole. At first, I was like 465 par 3.
Yeah.
And now I've watched several ladies get to the pin, so I think it's a good change.
I think it's more challenging for us, and it just makes more sense for the FPO division.
It's probably only playing like 380. It's not playing the full 465. Paige
Ooh,
getting the deuce.
nice. I bet she's stoked on that one too.
The only other player in our field to get that deuce is Haley King, also a big bomber. Lisa to save her par. Bang, bang.
With her Sky God. Deadly.
She's great from that distance.
Woo.
Yeah, I was not feeling good on that putt. After I've missed so many in the round already, I'm really trying to block it out and just keep pushing, trying to make putts.
Hey, that's why we don't, what is it? We don't draw pictures, right? Someone always tells me that when I make an ugly putt. Hole 17, 435 feet. We got these trees right off the tee. We actually saw some FPO ladies hit those yesterday. So you're trying to get through that gap with something straight. Try and get up on this hill as far as you can. It is an uphill shot, so it takes a lot of effort and power. If you can get up far enough to where you can see the basket, you are a bomber. And yeah, you're just trying to throw down to this basket and give yourself a putt for 3, but I think a par 4 on this hole just feels good. That you played the hole right.
We did not see a single birdie on this hole yesterday. So we'll see if the lead card can make it happen.
Paige adjusting from yesterday, throwing dead straight.
She's a little pinched on that right side. However, she's skilled enough that she may be able to give herself a look for that birdie putt. Lisa with a shrike pushing that left side, but she sneaks out. And again, that's a really good position being that far left to give her a look down the hill. I'm throwing a trace, just trying to hit that gap. It's nice if it goes a little bit left. This particular shot goes a little too far left, tickles those trees, leaves me a long approach to get down the hill for the birdie look. Kat with her X3 also hit these trees yesterday and is clean today.
Nice.
Nice little flip up, leaving her left, which is a great position, and she is set up for her birdie.
It's like you said on hole 4. Once the first person messes up, everyone messes up. First person killed it, everybody killed it.
I don't know if that's just like a lady thing that we're just so like
in tune with each other.
Right? That we are maybe empathetic or something. I'm not sure, but I'm pitching around the corner, leave myself at circle 2, super death putt. Lisa also going with the forehand play. Leaves it a little bit flat, and she's at circle 1, so she might go for this. Kat with her putter leaves it a little bit hyzer, but she's down there where she's got a really good look for her birdie. Paige trying to turn this sole pretty substantially, but gets caught up with those left side trees and also has a edge of the circle death putt. I'm just going to lay this up. I ain't playing with that. I like 8-putted this hole once.
Oh, no.
Like
So
10
bad
like
vibes.
10 years ago.
Never
You'd
again.
think I wouldn't be so traumatized by it. So Paige here, from edge of the circle.
No
Hearted
doubt.
it.
Fist bump.
Whoo, that took some
Nice.
tubes.
It took some. I like it. Beautiful putt.
Now Lisa has a putt just like it. I mean, I don't know if she looks like she's going for it.
She's like, let's go. I love seeing the ladies get hyped up.
Lot of
And Lisa
emotion
is known
there.
to get hyped up.
She told Paige that she only went for it because she did.
No way.
Now I wonder if Paige had missed that putt, would Lisa
The
have gone?
later. She needed the good vibes before she went.
I guess. Speaking of letting other people affect your game.
For real.
Sometimes it's a good thing. You know, it gave her the confidence to say, well, I can do that too.
Wow. 3 birdies. Hole 18, 565 feet. We are playing from the new diamond tee. It's definitely a more challenging shot for us. We're throwing more of a tunnel gap. It's kind of a straight. It's uphill. So we're trying to get left if you can, so you have an open shot to the basket if you're going for the birdie 3, which some of these ladies will if they're in good enough position. But you're also going to see some ladies lay up to this stone wall and pitch over to the basket or give the basket a run from that stone wall. Par 4 is great on this hole, but I'm hoping we see some birdie 3s from this lead card.
Paige looking for the high power hyzer. Out the gap. Perfectly executed with her Zeus. She's in position. Lisa with a shrike. Throws it a little flat, flexes it towards the rock wall, and sneaks it safe.
Sneaky.
Kat with her signature X3. Also looking for a little flip up. Great position. I'm throwing a flippy trace here, looking for a little bit of left movement before it hyzers out. And I'm a little further left than I have been in the past. But, you know, the green is still an option. Lisa not going for the green. Pitching it up to the corner, looking for a long putt to get a birdie. Which she's got the skills to do that. So.
Totally. Yeah, she likes to throw in.
I'm throwing a shock at a flat angle today.
Beautiful.
And it's on the green.
God, it's always a great feeling on 18 when you make that on your second shot.
And Kat utilizing the sidearm with her X1, going hyzer. Sneaks through the gap.
Parked it. That's an awesome way to finish. She doesn't look stoked about it, but
She missed her shot, and she's like, I don't feel bad because I got unlucky on a couple other holes. Paige also throwing it through the V gap at the edge of the green, getting in there safe and parking the basket.
for not having any spectators, we have a lot of volunteers out here just watching. It's awesome.
And my birdie putt here to finish out.
Nice.
And Paige and Kat with some tap-ins after that V tree love. Yeah, we had a lot of spectators. Well, not technically spectators, but staff who we were the last card out. So as they finished giving us our spots, they followed us and cheered along. So it was great to see the support from the staff out here at Maple Hill. And that concludes second round. What do you think, Kona?
Saw a lot of amazing shots and a lot of like weird shots that you usually don't see from these players at all.
Yeah, it started out a little bit slow, but we definitely caught some fire on the back, and Paige jumps ahead of me into -6. I'm still up there with her, trying to battle Lisa with a -2, and Kat dropping to even. And a little bit of a switch up tomorrow for the final round coverage. Paige in the lead, myself 1 back, Lisa 4 back, and we see a new face, Haley King, on the lead card for this tournament.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really fun to watch Haley tomorrow when we do commentary.
Kat dropping down to the second card. Heather Young with a great round. Missy and Vanessa will join her on that chase card. Tune in tomorrow to the live coverage, and then also check out round 3 from GK Productions, sponsored by MVP Disc Sports.